And this is a crazy ability. It says distance infinity symbol times 3 line within 1. So anyone who got a tier 1, you take 25 damage, and intuition 6, annihilated. Effect: an annihilated target must make the test again. Each subsequent time the target makes the test, the potency decreases by 2 for them. A creature that is reduced to 0 stamina in this way is instantly killed. Their body, belongings, and soul are utterly destroyed. We're playing Draw Steel, the game where heroes and tyrants never miss. Tonight, we start a new 10th level adventure. Our heroes are the leaders of a legendary mercenary company, the Brass Ring. This group includes the Alloy, a human with dragon wings and 2 robotic arms that hit hard. Bestemt, the Fatekeeper, the Brass Ring's reincarnated seer. Gorwin, the Time Raider conduit of death and storms. Raven Zeth, a deadly Hakaan swordsman. And Uadash Tel-an, one of Ajax's dragon knights who has broken free from his grasp. For now. Join the top brass as they fight against the Iron Tyrant. So, you are the top brass. The Brass Ring is the premier mercenary company in Orden and the timescape at large. Others might rival the Brass Ring in numbers or in the number of jobs they take on, but nobody has the reach or discipline of the Ring. And you're all in charge of them. You are the top brass, the high command. You are epic heroes known by other mercenaries and bandits as legends. Half of the rumors about you are true, and the other half are gross understatements. You are the best of the very best. You're on assignment in Capital at the moment, though other business calls you away. Loading over the Bale Sea in your airship, the Mandrel, you each went about your respite in different ways, though they didn't go without some strange encounters. And so we'll take a look at some of these encounters now. We are in a great city that looks to be painted with the finest brushstrokes. As we move through the city, the brushstrokes change and give depth to this strange, ever-changing world. Sitting atop the tallest tower in the city, sipping tea and chatting, is a Time Raider and an orc. And I'll have John, you introduce your character.
I am Bestemt. I tried to hide my how I look. I do have 4 arms, but I keep 2 of them hidden beneath my robes and only expose the upper arms. I am able to see into the future sometimes, and I haven't divulged what it is, but something has made me keep my second pair of arms hidden.
Okay, cool. And this is you are in your demiplane. I know some of you have, quite a number of you have demiplanes at this point, 10th level. Do you wear your hood and hide your arms when you're in here?
Yes, I've made it a habit to always do it, just to make sure I never forget.
So, yeah, this is your demiplane. This is like where you commune with your past lives, a place you'll go when you eventually die. You and Czar, the Sharpened Blade, your predecessor, have been chatting for a while. He often does that, talking for hours at a time, regaling you in stories of how the Brass Ring used to and ought to be run. And do you have anything to ask of your predecessor?
I hesitate a bit before asking, and I say to him, having these visions of the future, knowing what might happen, how do you cope? I see this future where I can't tell them.
You can't tell your friends?
I don't want to give them this burden. It feels like it's mine to bear, and I can't just... It doesn't feel fair to them.
He nods. He takes a long sip of tea, puts it down onto the saucer, and he leans back and he says, they chose this life. Being a part of the ring. They chose it. And they chose you. As a friend, as a companion. They trust you. And they trust your judgment. Now, you say it's a burden. Do you think that they would want you to carry this burden by yourself?
I ponder it for a bit, and I say, we all have our responsibilities, our tasks here in life, I guess. You say they've chosen me, but I don't know. It feels much more like I was chosen by, I don't know, something else. This was hoisted onto me, and well, the ring always needs their seer, their Fatekeeper. They're stuck with me, basically, and it's not... Yeah, that's on me, to some degree, I think.
Yeah, but you're part of the high command. You're part of the top brass. I never made it to the top brass. And a bunch of our predecessors, they just kind of flamed out when they're in the company. They chose you to be in that leadership position. They didn't choose you to be my successor. I get that. But they saw your worth. They saw your attitude. They saw what you can provide for them. And they saw your character. And they decided to put you in that position. Very powerful position. So while they didn't choose you as a person, well, they chose you for this position. Well, they didn't choose you in this form. And he thinks for a second, and he says, I think your accomplishments speak louder than whatever I did, whatever my predecessor did, any of us, the Fatekeepers. Now, they trust you. They trust you for who you are. Separate from all of this. Maybe you'll come to realize that in the coming days. I see a cataclysm coming. You've seen it. The day, the most challenging day of your life is before you. And won't be easy.
No, when you put it like that, it sounds even worse. Did we see the same thing?
Oh yeah, we saw the same thing. And it's not good. I'm just gonna level with you, but you and the other members of the top brass, you're there when it happens. And I can't see if you succeed or if you fail. I can't see that. But I know that they trust you. You know that. You know they trust you. And Through thick and thin, they'll be there with you.
I mean, we've made it this far.
That's true.
Can't be for nothing, I hope.
Oh, it's never for nothing. There's always going to be another one. Another Fatekeeper. Another person to pick up the sword. To tell the tale. You're ready, Bestemt. You're ready.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm ready, yeah.
He smiles and he nods. Well, you've got to leave at some point. You've got to continue your story. Do us proud. I know you will.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, so you leave the same way you wound up here, in quiet contemplation. When next you open your eyes, actually you don't have eyes, you just have crystals. The next, yeah, you are in your chambers on the ship, and we push in on a fearsome tornado as several figures sit in the center of it, having a casual conversation. And HK, you can describe your character as you too are in your own demiplane.
Yeah, well, storm and death channel through me. But through me, I give life. Therefore, I am a conduit. And that's all there is to it. I'm the resident healer of the group. I keep people alive so they can be heroes. But in reality, I am the real hero. But it's okay. I can share the glory.
Awesome. Yeah, so much like the Fatekeeper, you can commune with another figure, except this figure is your deity. Have you picked out a deity?
No, but I'm open to commissions.
Okay. So it would be one of the ones that, either a Time Raider one, or it would be one, like, whatchamacallit, either the Storm or Death domains.
Storm one, since I have clouds in my background.
Yeah, the storms with little skulls in there.
Oh,
to
yeah,
represent the death. Yeah, so you are like
Nice.
a death storm, and yet your name is Lifegiver. Your deity praises your work in Ord's world, unleashing the storms and death upon those deserving, but they tell you to remember that storms are always in motion. You must be the storm, or the death, or both. Cull those who laugh at death and shelter from the storm. And at the end, your deity sort of like most very tenderly sort of puts a hand on your face, cupping your cheek, and says, "I know you will do well, my avatar. You face such a terrible battle. I worry you may have much work to do. Time to go, my child.
Time to go.
Remember what I said.
Always in motion.
Always in motion, yes." And you awaken in your chambers now, refreshed, and there's almost a glow about you. You've been touched by your god, your deity, and it's up to you to figure out who that is. Sitting alone below decks, we see a Hakaan wearing a mask of sorts. And Raven, describe yourself.
All probably about 7 foot with flowing robes and a mask with a great curved polearm. Not terribly long polearm, but having one that's there with a sword-like end. I think I'll probably just be fidgeting with bones, tarot cards, and various other fate relevant ideas or fate relevant things.
You haven't seen your doom sight. How does your character feel about that? How does Raven feel about that?
I would say at peace. The journey to where they are now taught them how to be accepting of the lack of that doom sight. But when it does come, it'll be a glorious and positive thing. But for the time being, not having that sight, and through adventuring and being about the group, accepting that has been the most recent development.
And is this, not seeing your doom sight, is that something you've told the others in your party?
Yes.
So you might not have seen your doom sight, but you did have a vision. As you're sort of consulting the bones, as it were, and reading the tarot cards, you get this intense vision. And it strikes you like a bolt of lightning and lasts for just as long. A dam is cracking, threatening a nearby village. You've seen this story play out before. The villagers are safe. Atosa protects them. She gives hope to hundreds, if not thousands. Only this time, a terrible fist made of green gemstone connects with the dam, blasting it to pieces. A great black bird tries to protect the village, but the wave of blood is too fast. The village is destroyed. And although it doesn't make any literal sense, a vast city takes its place. The vision fades on that grim image, and you regain your composure. What did it mean? How does one make sense of these types of visions? And how is Raven feeling about that? What's your immediate thought?
Something, I'm aware of who Ajax is, right?
Yep.
Something in his past is relevant to the city that possibly we are in now. I'm assuming that will be laid clear as we follow this timeline.
Yeah, you're one of those people. You're very acutely aware of different timelines, different paths. As I believe you get visions like this often. This felt a lot more real than your previous visions.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I'll let the party know, which in turn gives them 20 temporary hit points.
Oh dear God.
For oracular warning.
Starting off with the 10th level bullshit right away. Gazing out over the sea, an odd-looking human is caught up in her own thoughts. Renée, do you want to describe the alloy?
Yeah, I'm a fairly short human woman, about 5'3". She's wearing minimalistic clothing, but her forearms, her left forearm is made of solid gold and rubies decorate her knuckles on the hand, and her left arm, her right forearm is looks like it's made of molten silver or chrome, and there's this black metal slab on the forearm and back of the hand with weird circles and symbols on it, and she has these dark blue and black wings with on her back and on her face. On her face, she has one normal eye. That's what color it was. Was it green? Oh, go with green. Yeah, but then her other eye Yeah, her right eye is normal, but her left eye is black with the yellow iris, and there's a black tattoo. It looks like it's dripping down her shoulder.
And aboard the airship, you think back on the day your life changed forever.
Between the time when the oceans drank Ix and the rise of the Iron Tyrant, there was an age undreamed of. And unto this, the alloy, destined to wield the golden hand of the great Runus upon troubled shoulders. It is I, her chronicler, who alone can tell thee of her saga. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Are you telling me that your arm has displaced the Terminator theme?
No, that was the Conan the Barbarian
Oh, okay.
opening.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That the other Arnold.
Yeah,
The other Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, yeah. So flashback. This was before she took on the name the Alloy. She was hunting down a gloom dragon known as Decivin Lefex.
God bless you.
And she tracked it down. She tracked it down to a nation of Time Raiders. So she and her chronicler / retainer helped hunt down the dragon. But during the fight, she was racked with the dragon's breath, and after returning to her senses, found she was given wings of that dragon. After defeating the dragon, in Decivin Lefex's horde, there was this floating blob of liquid chrome / silver, and she touched it, and it began to eat away at her remaining normal hand, and began to consume it, and then for a while take control over it. But she has since been able to regain control over it over the years, but she's still concerned about it. Hence the expression on her art.
So, as you return your attention around to your surroundings, you ask yourself some questions. Why did you think back to this now? You're on assignment. You can't think back to your glory days at a time like this. You need to bring yourself back to the here and now. So how does the alloy center herself?
I start flying around the outside of the ship.
Oh shit, you can fly, can't you?
Yep, that's what the wings are for.
Yeah, you feel the wind in your hair, and you feel on top of the world. No pun intended. And finally, we fade to a dragon knight in a restless sleep. And TicTac, if you want to describe your character.
So Uadash is a very battle-worn, kind of dark, intimidating visage of a figure. He has scales with deep purple, and it kind of shifts in hue depending on the light. He's got very sharp features. His different aspects of his facial structure is all very angular and harsh. He's got very short, sinuous horns, kind of different than many of the glorious horns of some of his kin. His are more understated and slight. His eyes are a super vibrant blue that almost seem to give off their own light. Uadash is currently in just some very basic clothes, and then off to the side, kind of hanging on a nearby rack, is his very dark, very obscuring clothing that he seems to favor to obfuscate his presence and identity.
Very cool, yeah. And we sort of, we're in a top-down angle, and we see that you're sort of thrashing about in bed. You're, tossing and turning. And we see into your mind. You are struggling to break free of a terrible series of chains. They have held you back for so long that your muscles have strengthened from the tension. But the powerful entity holding the chains has grown stronger, and your will is fading. After many years of marching one step after another, you turn back and see your fate mere inches away from your face. Ajax grins and cuts you down with a single blow. You wake from your dream, sweating, gasping for air, but resolute in your mission. Time to stop running. Time to face this monster. To the last breath. How does Uadash carry himself differently, having had this vision?
Uadash would lean forward and kind of rub his temples and his eyes, and then stare off and contemplate for a long while before nodding and coming to a conclusion.
Time to stop running.
Is this something you relay to your friends?
Yes, I think that would be something that he would express, that he's been troubled but has steeled himself for the future.
Okay. Any more details into it, or do you want to keep that secret?
I think these have been Uadash's companions for a goodly amount of time, and so I think they would know and recognize that Uadash, his fate is tied to Ajax to some degree. He carries the brand of Ajax upon his forehead, and at one time was an agent of Ajax before he broke free of those fetters, and has been trying to run and escape since then, but he is ready to face the music, so to say.
So, sometime later, you stand in what the Iron Saints' hate has wrought. Black Bottom has been left in complete desolation. The rubble is almost impressive. Even a year after the fall of the city, reconstruction efforts have been slow. Some parts of the city are still smoldering. Maybe a sign of Ajax's power. Maybe a sign that life will go on no matter what. You're all here as an escort for a very prominent mage and author, Sir Darwick Bendemot. He's not like you folks, though. Darwick is far too public about his exploits. From the time you've spent with him, you've gathered he might just not know what to do with all of his money. He wanted to hire the best, not a contingent of the best. And so here you are. You've escorted him from a capital. Nevertheless, Sir Darwick has found his prize, a fragment of a Hawklord's iron orb. Next to a wooden sign that used to read "The Drunken Fool," he has levitated the shard into the air and began casting some kind of spell. And he turns to you and says, "Oh, it will only be a moment, my friends. Please do have patience. I'm very good at this sort of thing." And anyone who wields magic, which I think is almost all of you, can tell that he's It might be lying a little bit. Because he struggles with holding the fragment aloft. Suddenly, the magic tendrils interact with the iron, and you are momentarily blinded. When you come to, the iron fragment has exploded into smaller pieces. Connecting the shards is a web of dark magical energy that projects a series of images. One is a never-ending fire, as bright as the sun, a skeletal hand gripping a humanoid throat, a knight bowing to a silhouetted figure, and capital on fire. And Sir Darwick sort of, his eyebrows are a little singed. He wipes them off and says, "Oh, that is very, very interesting." He starts to examine them closer, not really having any regard for his own safety. And at the very same moment, you feel a weight shift in your diplomacy pouch. You have a new note. It reads, this. Bosses. Capital Zarin Targarax. We need you here. Urgent. The note is in your shadow's handwriting. The high elf, tears on a lover's cheek. They are your next in command. They normally don't send notes this brief. They may have been sent, just sent this just before they died. Your company is in danger. The city you've been hired to protect is under attack, and there's an ocean between you and the battle. What is your plan?
Alright, Uadash, take us there.
Remind me what that ability is called. I'm getting a little lost on my sheet, sorry.
I believe it's the 3rd level ability. Yeah, when you finish respite, you can open a two-way portal that leads to any place you have previously been. Your allies can pass the portal, which remains open for 1 hour, or until you dismiss it as an action.
Yes, distance is only memory. Cool. Okay, so is that something that we can do as part of this? Is this considered finishing a respite that we can perform this?
Yeah, of course.
Or I can just take us there too. No portal needed.
I think distance is only a memory is just fine to do. So as long as that's finishing the respite, then I'll just port us back to our headquarters there, probably.
Okay. Yeah. As you start to do that, Sir Darwick is like, well, what? You still have much work to be done. We must sift through the rest of the city. Where are you going?
You are welcome to join us, and we can return on a later date.
He peers through the portal, and you hear like destruction. You hear it almost sounds like the echoes of the fall of Black Bottom through the portal, and he says, "Oh, I'll just wait here until you're done. I think until you're finished." And he seems, very afraid.
I am quite interested to see what this mention of Zarin Targarax might be.
So yeah, you portal in to your stronghold, and you all fall about maybe like 3 or 4 squares, not that far, but far enough. And you fall down, all prone, and you're like, what's going on? And you see your stronghold.
My agility's 5.
Okay. Fine, you land on your feet. the alloy lands on her feet. But unless you have a way to prevent yourself from falling prone, which you don't have to look. This is just a narrative. This is a cutscene, for God's sake. So,
I'm just flying instead.
of course, you're just flying. You.
I'll also just fly down. By the way,
we have two people with the powers of flight.
I'll
happy.
be prone, Cameron. I'll be prone.
Thank you. Someone's playing along. Someone's a good sport. Someone's a good sport. I like that. You'll be the last to die. You see, so arriving in capital, you see out this new hole in the wall of your stronghold. You see beams of light starting to streak across the sky. You hear destruction ahead of you. You hear screaming coming from the city streets, some in fear, and others in tremendous loss of life, in mourning. Above the city, you see a terrible dragon flying. It looks like death itself. Blasting from its mouth is a terrible light that makes you shield your eyes. With a pulse from its body, an entire street of the city is leveled. It's quite a distance away. What do you do, heroes?
Is anyone mobilized, or is there any guard seemingly trying to organize the resistance?
No, it looks like this has just started. No one else is really there and able to react.
Is our shadow about?
Yeah.
You don't see them.
So looking around, our headquarters is leveled. That's why we had fallen, right?
Yeah, this level that you're... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
They're ninth level shadows, you're not supposed to see them.
That's true, They wouldn't be doing their job if you could see them, so... and this dragon is just raging, just destroying the city. It's like Godzilla is attacking the city.
We should go out and face it.
Yes. Let's do it.
Yep. Let's go.
I say yes to everything as I'm arranging my character. Yes. You can focus on that stuff. Whenever you need healing, let me know.
Let me know. He sort of waves his hand at the giant titan that is destroying the city. Yeah, sure. So you see that this dragon lands very softly here in the just outside of this church as it's destroying it. You see this sort of weird collar around its neck, and it turns to all of you, and its eyes glow, and it speaks in a language you probably don't know. Does anyone know, what is it called? What is it? In the first language?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Yeah. It says something.
How about the third language?
No, not this. It's only the first. It's only the very first language.
Oh, I don't know.
After you don't respond, or even if you do, actually, it just readies for an attack, and it's going to be initiative. Draw steel.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, we didn't draw a steel on that creature. That creature drew a steel on us. What the fuck?
In the official legal document, we didn't provoke it. We're just defending ourselves.
All right. So in this encounter, you can start anywhere you want on the steps here, the staircase.
Actually, I'm going to rearrange the game pieces.
Yeah.
You can
so
reach.
if anybody wants to be closer, I can move you 5 squares close. No, you can move up to your speed. If you're within 5 squares.
Even better.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'll just move 11 squares real quick.
I'll move 5
Cameron,
squares.
this is measured in feet again.
So it's only one creature, sorry.
Oh,
It's measured. Get this gross. Ugh.
get these gross feet out of my face.
Smells
There.
like Hasbro. Get that shit out of here.
Smells like Hasbro. Ooh, that stinks. Okay, so the art for this is not correct.
Yeah, that's a forge dragon, right? Or a crucible dragon.
A crucible, yes. A crucible dragon is the art. But I don't believe we have any art for this type of dragon, which is the meteor dragon.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Why did
We were talking about it before the session, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute.
I opened my giant mouth.
Yeah, the medium dragon, HK. Yeah, he's going to speak with the dead. And, oh, look, you're here.
Be careful,
Okay.
my friends.
So, Raven, you're going right up there, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you move up there, you feel. Wait a minute. Which class are you? Are you the Elementalist?
No, I'm the Censor.
Oh, thank God. Okay. When you move up there, you feel this terrible cold, and your breath is taken out of your lungs, and you are subject to this, the Void Shroud Worm Scale Aura. The dragon scales emit a 1 aura that transforms the area into the void of space. An enemy that starts their turn in an affected square takes 10 cold damage and begins to suffocate. Each time the dragon takes damage, the area of the aura increases by 1. Oh my god, to a maximum of 5. And the dragon deals an additional 5 damage on their next ability. So yeah, you got like stars all around you. You have, it's not looking good. And then I also want to bring something else to your attention. It looks like you saw from your vantage point above, above Capital, that it clearly burst from underground, so you're going to be also subjected to this ability, Meteor Dragon's Domain. If the encounter map is a location the dragon has occupied for 1 week or more, each creature and object other than the dragon has their stability reduced to 0, and they automatically get a tier 1 result on agility tests. Additionally, suffocating in the area deals an additional 1d6 damage at the end of each round.
Woo! All right.
Very good.
So who is going to roll initiative for us?
I'm cursed.
Let's have
again.
John do it.
Yeah, John. The newbie.
Okay, the pressure is on.
Roll high.
Yes!
There we go.
Nice.
It was on a 2 for a bit there. I was like, oh.
Winked for a second.
Yeah. All right. It is your turn first, heroes.
I should not go first.
I'm in a rush.
I will go first. Or you can. Okay, yeah.
No, go ahead. Just let me know when you need some healing.
Yeah. Do you want a Nova or no?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, Nova.
Nova!
Alright, how far away is this fool from my
Yeah,
chronicler? Oh,
I'm assuming we
it's within
didn't start
range.
with any victories, right?
Oh, no. You don't start with any victories. Gotta earn that.
First, Akiro, my chronicler, will cast a spell, Fuel for the Fire, and give the dragon fire weakness 10.
Oh, no.
until the end of until the end of his next turn. Until the end of Akiro's next turn.
Okay. Fire, weakness.
Then that was his action. And Akira's gonna stay put, and I'm gonna fly over here. I said fly over here. And okay, so I will first activate my null field. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with stunning blow as my action. And I'm gonna spend one discipline to use a side boost to make it give me another edge, so I'll have a double edge. Bababooey.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so that is 15 fire damage up to 25 fire damage.
Oh, no.
And
Okay.
What's his intuition?
Intuition is... Oh, no. It's only 3.
He's dazed and slowed.
Okay. As a triggered action to this, a hero faces the void triggered action. It costs me 2 malice. The trigger is the target uses...
Okay, I gain 2 discipline.
That is true, yeah, because I used malice, yeah. The target uses an ability that costs 1 or more heroic resource. Effect: a creature frightened by this ability can't use the ability that triggered it again until the condition ends. That doesn't take effect, but he's going to blast you.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's fine. Alright.
20
There's
psychic damage.
Alright.
And
Okay.
presence 6 frightened. Save ends.
I am frightened. You just took out all the temporary stamina. That's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, actually, I have weakness 2 because of my curse item, so I take an extra 2 damage.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to use my inertial shield to reduce that cold damage. To take 5. Oh wait, and I have. Blah, blah, blah. 8, 2.
And whenever you use that inertial shield, you can do something else with it, right?
Yeah. So, so I have the damage.
Okay.
But I also gain cold immunity 5, so that means I take no damage.
Ooh.
And I reduce the damage, so I gain 2 surges.
Oh my god. And you can also use the knockback maneuver as a free triggered action.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Since you're a metakinetic, you can also that also turns into a slide instead of a push.
Yep. Alright, so that's tier 2. Oh, so close to tier 3.
And you use intuition
But
instead
that
of
is-
might. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was it. Intuition. But
Yeah,
that's
no, I was
still
just making
gonna
note
be
of it, yeah.
slide. Yeah, that was still slide 7.
Slide 7. You got a tier 2. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you slide him 1.
So. Oh,
Slide
stability 6.
1?
Yep.
Stability 6.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a big
That's
dragon.
I still overcame it. Hey, Raven, are you fine taking 1 damage, but so does the dragon?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll just slam him into Raven.
Okay, so going, yeah, alright, going in this direction.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, and so now I will use my bloody hand wraps to take how much damage is it? What is it?
Oh no.
I will deal 17 damage to myself to make another signature action. I will do let's do pressure points.
Of course.
And have an edge from flanking.
Ooh, that was on a 7 too. That was gonna be good. Tier 2. Dear God, a tier
Alright,
2
so
is still
that's,
15 damage.
Yeah, so that's a 25 damage. What's his agility?
5.
Jesus. Okay, I'll dump all my surges onto the damage to make that 15 into make that 15 into a 30, and then the fire weakness will make that 40 damage.
Okay. Hold on. He's gonna use. Oh my god. His triggered action. What is it? Where is it? His free triggered action. Yeah. Field of Collapse. Distance special. I'll just put it in there in the chat. The trigger is the dragon is targeted by an attack or an ability. The effect, the dragon halves the damage. Each target within the dragon worm scale aura takes 5 sonic damage and is pulled 5. So that's only you two. And the aura is reduced by 2. I don't think it can be reduced under 1, so it's now just back to 1 square, the aura. But you each take, Raven and the Alloy, each take 5 sonic damage, and he's going to not do the pull.
And then I'll spend another 12 stamina to make a melee free strike. My attack! For another 25 damage.
Yeah, you know what he's gonna do. Free triggered action just means he can do it as many times as he wants. Yeah, well, he's gonna do it. Yeah, take 5 more damage, and just take 5 more sonic damage as he just he roars, and it emits this wave of sonic. These sonic waves, almost like a bard or a troubadour, and he takes 15. Okay.
25 fire damage.
Oh, because it's. Wait, how much?
All fire damage.
This is not fire damage though. The free strike, right?
No, my melee free strike is also fire damage. Any from the blade, from the quote unquote blade of quintessence.
Oh, which is your arm. Your arm is the blade of quintessence. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You gave the okay.
I did give the okay.
Okay.
Cameron from last week. Yeah, Cameron from last week. I curse your name. Okay. How much damage again?
Okay. That was 25 from this one punch.
25 from this punch, and he reduced it in half. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll use a free maneuver to spend 1 discipline to make my null field an inertial anchor. Each target who starts to turn in the area cannot shift.
Okay. Oh no.
And that will be the end of my turn. Actually, I'll spend another 7 stamina to do the grab maneuver.
Oh my god. So you can. Oh my god. What is this ability? What is allowing you to do the blood?
I can spend. Yeah, I can deal damage to myself to do grab maneuver or melee free strike or a signature action.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll make the grab maneuver. Wow.
Nice.
Okay, no, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So with my thumb and index finger, I just grab his wing.
Uchi finger hold.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and that will be my turn.
So now he's grabbed as well. That's wonderful.
Yeah, he's grabbed and he cannot shift.
Grabbed. Cannot shift. Is that end of turn or no? He's got to escape that. Sorry. Never mind. Okay. So it's the dragon's turn. Zarin Targrax.
Don't forget, he's dazed.
He is dazed, so he can.
Oh, and I roll my save for my fright fear. All right, I'm no longer frightened.
No longer frightened. Okay. And then he's going to use his cosmic tail ray. He just blasts both Raven and the alloy. Oh my god, that is a huge aura. Both of you. And that's a tier 1 result. That's a tier 1. That's a tier 1.
Holy.
Yeah. It is 15 holy damage, agility 4, weakened save ends.
Now we can.
That'd be so difficult if I couldn't be weakened.
Oh no. And it's still 15 holy damage. And he grabbed, he can't get out of there. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, he's gonna use Crescent Claws as a free maneuver. Once per turn, the dragon chooses a target within 3 and makes a free strike against them. The dragon ignores Banes when using abilities against the target until the start of their next turn. I think it's going to be Raven.
How wooed.
Yeah. He's going to deal... how many? Just one free strike? Yeah. He's gonna deal 10 damage to you as he swipes at you, and you see like where the wound was is just open. It looks like just like outer space.
Is that the Horsehead Nebula?
Yeah, he will. He's a solo monster, so he can use an action. He can take 20 damage to end 1 save effect, and he can't reduce any of that damage in any way. I'll just put that in the chat for you all to read. So he will take that 20 damage, and he will end. What is he? Slowed and dazed. But he'll end the dazed condition.
I effectively dealt another 20 to him.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I like how that works with solos because you still make progress and it still costs them something.
Yeah. I effectively dealt 110 damage to him.
Absolutely huge.
I'm afraid. Okay, and that is Zarin Targrax's first turn. Who's next?
You're fine to go as far as I'm concerned. I did want to share a couple things for our director here, as they may or may not have bearing on how things continue beyond this combat as well. So I have I have a Beyonding of Vision and Pierce the Veil of Substance. So a Beyonding of Visions, I recognize illusions, I can see invisible creatures, and I always know if something is magical. And then Pierce the Veil, I can see through 1 square of solid matter.
Hey. Oh my god, yeah. I don't know if these come into play. You don't see any illusions. The dragon is obviously magical.
Yes. Like I said, this was just to be clear and transparent so that moving forward, it's not a surprise.
Gotcha. Well, everything is clear and transparent to you, unless they are like more than 1 square thick. So, yeah, that's cool. so that you can have essentially line-up effect on creatures
Yes.
like in another room. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
There he is,
And then
guys.
anybody within that area that I have is considered, they have concealment. So attacks take a bane against my allies in my area there. Continue.
Okay. What does that look like? Your aura.
So just these wisps and kind of lines of warped light and reality. It's just kind of looks almost like heat shimmer that people kind of phase in and out of.
That's cool. That's really cool. All right, who wants to go next?
I will go. Raven will go. I'll go up to 4 Haroth, and I'll spend my maneuver to judge Zarin Targax, or X, whatever. He takes 12 holy damage as a result of being judged.
Oh, he's judged. Oh no.
And I don't think I'm going to use any heroic resources. I'm going to stay there. Oh, and I take 10 plus 2d6. 6, so 16 damage.
What was that die? It gave me a headache.
Yeah, it's a special one. 43, 27.
Hold on. So you dealt damage to him, right?
I did through judgment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, field collapse. Take another 5 sonic damage.
How could you? I will then use my kit's ability, because I don't think I'm going to use any of the other abilities for the time being. I don't think the dragon's going anywhere. I don't think. And he's doing a lot of sonic damage, Jesus. I will use Unmooring.
Whoa.
Huge. So 18 base plus 3 sonic for wet work, plus 6 for my Implement of Wrath. So 27 points of damage total. And the dragon's stability is reduced by 4 until the end of his turn. Or to the end of my turn. Or end of his turn.
Yep. Okay.
Does he have a holy weakness?
No, he does not.
Sounds good. I'm going to spend one of my... Sorry?
Wait, that was
Okay.
27 damage total?
Yep, 27 damage total.
Okay, yeah, take another field collapse. Boom.
How could you?
Another 5 damage as he just keeps blasting like this whole area. The fountain is now almost completely destroyed.
Brutal. I'm going to spend 1 judgment as a... Is this a free triggered action? Whenever you judge a creature. Neat. So when I judge them, is his presence greater than 4? Greater than 5, actually. So that's 6.
It is 5 exactly.
Oh, he is not frightened then. Oh, that is it. Done everything I need to.
You see that 3 line within. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, you see that he rears back and sort of laughs a little bit, and a little bit of light starts to come out of his mouth. But you see that his whole body starts to light up, and out of his mouth is this horrible, horrible breath. And this is a crazy ability. It says distance infinity symbol times 3 line within 1. So it's going to be Raven, Uadash, Bestemt, and Akiro are going to need to make an agility test, and I'll put the thing in there after you all roll.
Now, is it truly infinite, or does it obey the curvature of the planet? Because then it would go off into the side.
Technically. Now you're the rules lawyer? Come on, get out of here.
No, I'm the science lawyer. Come on now.
Science lawyer.
Actually, I think manifolds are planes when you're on them.
Oh, so does that mean that it would just go in a literal straight
they
line?
only look like spheres once you actually leave the manifold and into the astral sea. If I remember correctly.
This is sounding a little too much like a flat earther explanation. A little too uncomfortable with that.
Yo, the breath's gonna knock a hole in the ice wall.
Is origin of flat? Oh no.
Actually, it's an ice wall. Does it? Maybe we would reflect it because it's made of light. Oh, then we get hit by the breath. We get hit by the breath twice. Oh god.
Jesus.
How long does it take something going at the speed of light?
Let me get my calculator out.
How many turns later?
I don't know.
Wow. If light travels.
While you're figuring that out, yeah, let's see some agility tests. Oh, nice, a tier 1. I like that. I like that.
It reminds me of the
I like that. I like that a little.
tier
less.
2.
Tier 2.
Reminds me of people who came up with the goblin railgun in D&D.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean the peasant railgun.
Sorry, yeah.
Peasant railgun. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And Uadash, please, an agility test and also a Kuro.
Yep.
Right, sorry.
You're fine. A tier 1 and a
A
tier
hero
2.
got a tier 2.
Okay, cool. So let's just put this Voidlight Breath villain action in the chat. So anyone who got a tier 1, you take 25 damage, and Intuition 6, annihilated.
The fuck?
Tier 2, 21 damage, Intuition 5, annihilated. And tier 3, 15 damage, Intuition 4, annihilated. Effect, an annihilated target must make the test again. Each subsequent time the target makes the test, the potency decreases by 2 for them. A creature that is reduced to 0 stamina in this way is instantly killed. Their body, belongings, and soul are utterly destroyed.
This is the insta
My
kill.
chronicle.
This is the insta-kill, yeah. Is your chronicler dead?
No,
I mean, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, no. But he rolled a
Alright,
tier
so-
2, so he takes 21 damage. And what is his intuition score?
His intuition is 2.
Oh, nice. So he's
So
annihilated.
yeah, so I roll again. Oh god.
So many dice.
Tier
Okay.
1.
Tier 1,
Passed. We're good.
the potency is decreased by 2 for them. So... Yeah, no, they make this test again, so now they take another 25 damage.
Yep.
Oh.
And the
over
intuition...
And over on the same turn?
Yeah, intuition... It's, the potency decreases for them, so intuition 4. You're just gonna keep taking damage. Is he dead?
Not yet. He's still got
Oh,
39
shoot.
stamina. Okay,
I
so
could-
now it's reduced by. Okay, so now this one the potency will be reduced by 4.
Okay.
So
yep,
he
so
will
it's 2.
succeed.
just
Alright, so he will succeed his potency.
Oh, all those 11s.
I took
He succeeds, so he takes another 25 points.
I'm still standing better than ever.
Okay. Now let's go to hold on. Let's hold it for a second. Let's go to Raven. Raven, you on your first one, you got a tier 2 result. So that is 21 damage, intuition 5 annihilated. So you then became annihilated, right?
Uh-huh.
So then you rolled again and you got a tier 1. So now that is intuition 4 annihilated with another 25 damage.
Wait, I think I rolled a T2 next,
Oh, I'm sorry.
which I have a agility.
Oh,
of,
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm getting ahead of myself here.
I have an agility of 2, so that would have knocked it down to a agility 3, which I fail, and then I rolled the final one, which would have been an agility -1 or -0. So
Okay.
I passed on third, so 42 points of damage to me.
42 points of damage. And then Uadash, you rolled a tier 1 to begin with. So that means that you took 25 damage, intuition 6 annihilated. So then I'm guessing you don't have an intuition of 6. So then you rolled again, you got a tier 3. You took 15 damage and only intuition 2 annihilated. So then did you become annihilated or no?
So I have an intuition of 3.
Incredible. So then you just took what, 25 and then 15? Is that correct?
Yep. So 40
Okay.
damage. Just
40.
like that.
40 damage just like that.
Jeez, that is a scary ability.
Yep. At first I was like, oh, the alloy is going to just kill the dragon very, very easily. And then the Voidlight breath happened, and
Good news
I
that
enjoyed it.
it's villain action, so it can't do it again.
I'm surprised you
that
used the
was
breath
it.
weapon now. Especially use the breath weapon now. I was expecting you to wait a little bit.
I just saw it and I was like, I gotta do it. It was a little hasty,
Can I go?
but that's
Can
fine.
I go next?
That was just villain action. It's got his whole turn. It's got his whole turn now. Come on now.
That was part 1.
Yeah.
Come on, director.
I'm still taking a bit of damage, I think.
Oh yes. I'm sorry, I forgot. Thank you for being honest. So, yes. So, how much? What did you roll the first time? You rolled a tier 1. So you took 25 damage. Intuition 6 annihilated.
Yeah.
So you're annihilated. And then, did you roll again yet? No. So let's see another.
No. Yeah.
Another agility test. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh no.
Another tier 1. So it's another 25 damage. Intuition 4 annihilated.
Okay, yeah, my intuition is 5 when it comes when it's
Okay.
potencies.
So you're fine. Relatively speaking. Oh, this dragon's fun. Okay. This is fun stuff right here. And then it... no, it's not going to do that. Okay. So now it's going to activate the gravity well. All's well that ends gravity well. Maybe that doesn't work. I don't know.
What does gravity fall?
Oh, it's 4 cube within 10. Oh, maybe it won't use that actually. No, I already said it. I already made a pun out of it. I have to use it now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's just going to be Raven, I guess.
Just me.
No, within 10. No. Let's try and kill a hero here. So it's going to be Uadash, Bestemt, and Akiro in this, because it's 4x4. Yeah. He's going to target all 3 of you with this thing, and I need you all to make a might test.
Oh, he's so better at those.
Might? You're targeting my bad ability.
Oh, man.
You're welcome.
Yikes!
Tier 1.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Alright, Akira. Woo!
Tier 1! All 3 tier 1s! That's amazing. Let me put this ability. Let's share with the class here. Gravity Well, action. So that's 20 sonic damage, and in present 6, you become Dragon Sealed.
Goodbye.
Does he die? Does Akiro die?
Yeah, Akira's dead. Don't worry. Gorwin can bring him back.
You see that with this damage, he is just like, you see that all of his atoms start to vibrate, and he violently, like all of his particles just separate and then come back together. And when they do, he's kind of scrambled up a little bit, and he falls to the ground completely dead. And so each of you take 20 sonic damage. Dragon Sealed. Each Dragon Sealed target emits a glowing aura that takes an additional 2 damage per square moved from falling or from forced movement into obstacles until the condition ends. And that is a save ends. Unless your presence is 6. I'm sorry, I kind of jumped to that conclusion.
Yeah, it's less than 6.
Oh. Congratulations, you're Dragon Sealed. And Uadash?
My presence is 4.
Oh, nice. Dragon Sealed. So yeah. You're now glowing. Dead. Poor Akiro. Oh, the poor guy. Oh well. He did something cool though. Okay, now does what condition was on the dragon from Akiro?
It wasn't. It was fuel for the fire until the end of Akiro's next turn. He has fire weakness 10.
Okay, so the fire weakness is done.
Okay.
Good. That's one way to end the condition. That was his action. He still has a maneuver.
Wait, he doesn't
yeah.
have a next turn, so he is weak forever.
No, that's not how that works.
Thank you, Akira, for your sacrifice.
He's going to use Crescent Claws, and he's going to make a free strike against Raven. Again. Just slash.
Again?
Yeah, why not?
So rude.
You see a few planets in these wounds. A planet with crossing rings. And it looks cool, but it also hurts like hell.
How much damage?
10, sorry. That's his free strike value.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction to heal from my recoveries.
Ooh.
My life is yours.
Your life is your own, actually.
True.
Okay. That is his action. That is his maneuver. That's his villain action. He still has movement, but he doesn't because he's grabbed, and he's also slowed.
Yep.
And he's also judged.
He is.
So what he's going to do is he's going to use his end effect.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yep.
He's judged, so he made 2 actions, right? So that should be another 20 holy damage, right? Yeah, if a judge target uses an action and you have line of effect on them, you can use a free triggered action to deal holy damage to twice your presence score.
Oh, even better. So then actually I have a 6, so that would be
Yeah, I remember that.
24. It'd be 24 points of holy damage.
Oof.
Because I have present 6.
Okay. Field collapse. Take another field collapse. 24 points of damage, you said?
Well, it would be 2 instances of 12, so reduce that. So he'll only be reducing 6.
Okay, 6. Okay.
And it's not in attack or technically an ability either. It's a rider effect.
Oh, okay. Then he couldn't have used the field collapse. I'm sorry. I'm just ready to hurt y'all. That's all. So that's how much damage total? I'm sorry.
24.
24. Reading
20.
comprehension wins again.
Reading comprehension. wins again. That's something I don't have. That's a skill I don't have on my character sheet. So
We're not even 1 round in.
not even. Oh God, no! I don't know. I have no idea how long this will go. If it's going to be 1 turn or if it's going to be 100 turns. Not a clue. But you've dealt like over 100 damage to him, so.
We've suffered a lot of damage too.
Yes, you have. I might kill you all in this opening encounter. That'd be fun. We'll be back to the story in a minute. I just wanted to let you know we are now offering YouTube memberships. For just $1.99 a month, you get access to videos early and beautiful custom emojis based on your favorite characters. In fact, members can binge the rest of this adventure right now. The other episodes are already uploaded and waiting for you. So if this is something you can swing, we'd really love the support. All right, advertisement over. On with the show. Yes, it is now your turn again.
Okay, my friends, I'm going to go next if you don't mind.
All right.
I think that's a good idea.
Moving in here. Then wait, I also have to start doing piety.
That's true.
Yep.
It has a lots of modifiers as you can see in there.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see, I have to roll a 1d3 for starters. That's a 1 piety. That's 1
I think
piety.
you roll 1d. You should have a lot more than just 1d3 now.
Yeah, I have a lot. Now, I can pray and I get 1 additional piety, so I have 2, but I take 1d6 plus my level. So I take 4. Holy shit, I take 14.
Oh. Yeah, your god is you hear your deity
Yeah, he's angry.
speaking to you. Yeah, there's this little cloud over your shoulder.
Now, I also gain 1d3 plus 1 piety because of the faithful reward.
Okay.
So I have 2, and now I have 4, so I have 6 piety.
Okay.
I believe that's it, because no one is... This creature is still not wounded. Okay, so with 6 piety, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray a Sermon of Grace, which is 4 bars, so every one of you can use a recovery. So please use a recovery.
Lovely. Thank you.
And now I'm going to use a maneuver. I'm going to use Healing Grace on the alloy. So you can
Yes,
spend a
please.
recovery.
Can you dump one more piety into that, please?
Yes. I will spend the extra piety I had. So you can spend 1 additional recovery.
Back to full.
There you go.
Oh my god.
I go back to finishing my page, my character sheet.
Okay, that is Gorwin. Who is next?
Maybe if you're good with that, Uadash will go next, and I will drop some portals and do a little bit of that way. To start with, Uadash is going to drop a there is no space between. So I'm going to drop 2 portals. And then, so that was a maneuver. Uadash is going to step forward 1, which will in turn move the aura forward 1.
I would recommend scattering.
Yes. That's a good point. Sure. I will move to the side instead. So Uadash's movement is technically teleport. So
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
2, 3, 4. Sure, we'll go right over there.
What does it look like when he's teleporting like that?
Just like he just shrinks into a point, and then that point vanishes, and then he just expands out of point in another location. I don't really need to go wild just yet. I'm gonna save up a little bit. So let's go ahead and... Does anybody have a condition? Doesn't look like anybody has a condition. Okay. So, I will just hurl element. Easy enough. Lightning will be the damage type.
Okay, cool. Ooh, 15 damage.
Yeah. And then... So that was my
Hold on.
maneuver, my action. Yeah, I will save the rest for next turn.
Okay, Uadash, I have a one favor for you, okay?
Yes.
Watch your friends suffer. They're gonna take 5 psychic damage. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just end turn.
All right.
All right. It's
Yeah.
just me left, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Good. I'll fly over here. Gotta spread out a bit. There we go.
Sure. How are you looking on stamina?
It could have been better. 67.
Oh, that's nothing. Yeah, you got this.
That's
You got
even
this.
after the recoveries.
Did I get any recoveries?
Yeah, I healed everyone.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Everyone within
Yeah.
4 bursts, yeah, so you would have gotten that recovery.
All of you did a recovery, and the other got 2 recovery.
Yeah.
Then I'm at 108. I'm
Hey.
fine.
Yeah, come on. You're fine. You're fine.
Right. I'm kind of debating whether to do damage or I can do some applied chronometrics and potentially give some people extra speed, can't be dazed, and an additional maneuver on your turn.
You can do some damage, so I can use Word of Guidance on you.
All right. I can try to apply some fire weakness in addition to the damage.
Oh, nice. Yes.
So, did I put the thing in?
I will use Word of Guidance, by the way, so you get an edge.
Nice.
Oh, come
and I
on!
also okay. I also had an edge because of my wand, so it was a double edge.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Nice.
All right. So you do a bit of damage.
A bit, yeah, okay. What's your reason score?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Didn't put that in. It's 5, so it's 11 damage,
11 damage.
and they.
Reason 4.
Yeah, and if they have reason, below 5, they're also weakness fire. Fire 5 weakness. No, wait.
Oh, no. Yeah, their reason is 3.
Oh yeah. Oh, and also because of my wand, I do an additional 4 psychic damage.
Oh, no.
Beautiful.
Oh, no. Where did you get this wand?
Nice.
The wand.
Yeah, where'd you get it? What's the story there?
It's oh, you're putting me on the spot.
No, I don't feel obligated. Just think about it.
It's a small crystal wand. It looks very brittle, but it's sturdier than it looks, and I liberated it from a spell casting. Well, let's not go into details, but
Gotcha.
but it's been really helpful since then.
Nice. All right, that's an action.
What I'm going to do though, additionally, since this is a damage-dealing supernatural ability, I'll take half the damage that I just caused, which was in total 11 plus the 4, so 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 7 of those.
Okay.
And then I get to use the same ability one more time.
Oh. What?
Oh, wait a minute. What is this ability that you're using? That's crazy.
It's a very nifty wand, you see.
Oh, it's the wand. Okay.
Yeah. And I can repeat this. Sorry, I can repeat this until I become winded.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of smoldering again. This is with an edge, by the way.
With an edge, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you rolled high. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So that's another. Does it just says straight damage, doesn't it? Yeah. So it's.
But the damage type is your choice of acid, corruption, or fire.
Isn't type and weakness? Okay. Well,
wow.
it's already weakened 5 against the fire, so yeah, it's fire damage now. So 11 fire damage plus the 4 psychic damage.
Oh
Plus
wow.
5 more fire damage.
Oh my
Plus
god.
5 fire damage on
And
top
then,
of that.
and then you're weakening him again for another 5 fire damage, so now he's weakened 10. Am I reading that?
Weaknesses don't stack. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
Oh, I forgot to roll my my clarity.
Clarity. Yeah.
3.
So it's another.
I typed it wrong. Let's see.
Am I getting that right? It's another 20 damage, or another 15? What is it?
It's
20,
20 damage. Okay.
Yeah,
no,
20.
yes, 20, yeah. So that's
Wow.
23 plus 2, that's 3 in total, and then I got 3 earlier because someone was force moved, so I'm up to 6.
He's gonna hit these other 2 in his aura with a field collapse. He just generates this like gravity field and just deals you some damage with the sonic boom.
I kind of want to do once more at least.
Go for it.
2 what? Then,
So-
no, you've done enough. You've done enough.
Which means I'm going into the negative, but that's fine because I
Ooh.
don't take any damage from that anymore.
Oh, that's right.
This is with an edge.
Wait, what? How are you doing this?
Because I'm not at full stamina. As I said, it's a very nifty wand.
Oh,
Quite simply, it is just a nifty wand. No issue.
oh my god. So that is 8 damage. Is that right?
Yeah.
13.
13 because plus 5. Yep.
Yeah.
If you choose fire damage, of course.
Of course I do.
Okay.
You know what? Let's just. I still got clarity enough to go once more, so we'll do that because I have both the stamina and the clarity to do this. There we go. And with an edge, I forget to apply the edge, but with an edge it's a tier 3 again. It's another 20 damage.
Okay. Okay. Just to recap. Are you doing this again, or can I recap? Are you quite done?
Yeah, I'm out of clarity.
So just to recap, I don't know how much that might have been pushing like 70 damage, I think, somewhere in there.
Yawn.
Over yawn, get out of here. Go backflip into that bush, Renee. So just to recap, up to this point, unless you're gonna do more damage, at the end of round 1, you've dealt over 200 damage to this fool. And let me check what his winded value is. Divided by 2. Not yet winded.
Yeah.
So it might take you 3 rounds. Who knows? That's if you're all alive. So
I still have my maneuver.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my
does any? But I'm out of clarity to use the good maneuvers. Does anyone have a maneuver they want to use themselves? No, wait. Sorry, I can spend clarity to do that. You know what? I'm actually just gonna spend a recovery And instead of getting back a bit of stamina, I'm just gonna get 3 clarity instead.
Gotcha.
Ooh,
That's cool.
Gotcha.
And then I'm done. Yes.
Yes, you are done. All right, so that's round 1. And at the start of round 2, you guys won initiative, so you'll go first. But you notice that there's this collar around the dragon's neck, and it pulsates with this bright yellow light, and has this sort of dull hum to it. And the dragon flinches in response to this and kind of lets out a growl. But it is your turn.
I probably shouldn't go first.
I can just do. I can do more lockdown, but I need a little bit more HR.
Oh, nice.
I
We
will
have
gain-
portal animation. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I will gain 4, so I'll have enough to do synapse field, but that'll just be more damage.
Do you want Uadash to go first, and I can drop the luminous champion aloft onto you?
Sure.
Give her the roars.
All right. I will do so. I will take my turn here. And
Even though I already have wings.
yeah. You get some kind of shadowy void particle like aura around your wings.
Cool.
And then so I go up to 10 essence beginning of my turn. And then I will drop 9 of that onto Luminous Champion Aloft. So the alloy gets that. So anytime you gain heroic resource, you gain 1 more.
Woo.
As my action, I will do Grasp of Beyond on Zarin Targarax.
Huge.
So that is a tier 3.
Oh, a tier 3. 18 corruption damage?
Grasp of Beyond is melee.
My faux sense goggles make it so that I can use my abilities as if I'm in the square of any creature I've damaged.
Cool.
That's cool. Is that like a magic item or something?
Yes,
That's
faux sense lenses.
Sense.
I will teleport. Let's go right over here, kind of up on top of this railing. And then I didn't, at the beginning of my turn, do a portal, but I will do so now. I'll just do it kind of opposite of this portal that I've got already. I'll just plop it kind of right over here.
Here?
Yep, perfect. And
Okay.
that will be Uadash's turn.
Incredible.
And keep in mind, he has a Bane on anything that doesn't target me.
Is that because of your aura?
That's
Or is
because
it-
of being grabbed.
Gotcha. Well, I guess he'll attack you then. Yeah, he'll attack you and Raven with this. He's going to use his Cosmic Tail Ray. And so he's going to, he has this tail that sort of coils around and shoots beams out at both of you. And I will roll this now. Melee 2 or ranged 15. Yeah, so both Raven and the alloy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. A tier.
I step in and shout again, and I force you to
roll the power roll one more time and use the new result instead.
Oh my gosh.
Yes!
Yeah, you look at that ability, you see him do that, and you're like, no. That's not how it's gonna go down. And you reverse time, and yeah, I guess I'll roll it again. Get a crit hit. Oh,
No!
That's kind of perfect. I'm sorry, that's kind of perfect.
That is crazy. That's hilarious.
I'm so sorry.
amazing. Thank you. The dragon kind of looks a little confused, actually, and is like, "Oh, wait, is that cloaked figure on our side? On my side? What's going on?"
This went better than anticipated.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 25 holy damage, and
I'll have that.
okay, you'll have that with your inertial shield. Yep.
Yeah.
You can do the knockback maneuver with that, right?
I can choose to, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna, because I want him right here.
Okay, cool. And Raven, you also take 25 holy damage. And what's your agility?
Not 6.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. So you're weakened. Save ends.
Oh, that's hilarious, but I can't be weakened because I have a quote great fortitude as a Hakaan.
Of course.
And
Well-
I add my intuition to all of my characteristics for potencies. So unless the dragon has a way to make that agility 11, I am not weakened.
It is agility 11, actually. I was just waiting for you to say which number, and then I was gonna go back and just confirm that. Yeah, so you're weakened, and it's magical weakness, so you can't. It's just forever. So it's just the dragon just like shoots a beam of Voidlight at both of you, and I guess he's gonna do something else. Gets another action. That's awesome. I think he's probably gonna do gravity well. Let's see. 4 cubit and 10. Yeah. Yeah. Where can I put this to hurt the most amount of people? Wow, you all are spread out very well. I like this. This teamwork here. But the dragon doesn't.
We're tactical geniuses.
So it's going to be just Raven, actually.
Come at me, fell beast.
Yeah, so I need you to make a might test. Ooh, this might not be the best person to do this to, actually.
Definitely probably is.
Yeah, no, hold on. Now, he's probably going to do this to the one who's making all these portals. No. He's going to do this to the Time Raider, the healer.
Wait, no. Why me?
Gorwin, I need you to make a might test.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, tier 2. All right, I'll put this in the chat then. You got a tier 2 result, so that is only 16 sonic damage. And what is your present score, Gorwin?
Oh, wait. I have 5.
Ah.
So you are not dragon sealed. It's unfortunate. What he's going to do is he's going to do Crescent Claws as a free maneuver. And once per turn, he's going to target 3 within 3. So that is just Raven and the alloy. And he's going to deal 10 damage. It's free strike damage there as he slashes out at you and roars.
It's just one target, right?
Once per turn.
Yeah. Chooses one target.
Oh, one target. Yeah. Yeah. So it would be the alloy, I think.
Okay.
So that's his turn.
I can go just to get some wrath, but I'm probably not going to use very many abilities that cost wrath at this point.
If you're gonna be doing damage, I should go next so we can get some more effects on him.
Ooh, please. Please.
Okay. Yeah. So, at start of my turn, I will gain 5 disciplines. I'm up to 11. Do we want to daze him forever?
Did we want to daze him forever? What a question. What a question.
I'm pretty sure he has an ability to end effects, but that's still funny.
No, that only applies to save ends. This has no end. This is just an example roll. There is no save ends condition on Realitas.
Do it. That's crazy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, this is the one that they forget. Yeah, this is the one where the person's forgotten.
Oh no.
Dragon? What dragon?
What dragon?
Nobody knows what caused all of the destruction here in the city.
You know, the tales that would be told if suddenly like, a town blew up and everyone's like, I forgot what did it. What happened?
Yeah, let's do Realitas. So I'll have an edge because I'm flanking. And I'll make my roll. Where'd it go? There we go.
Tactical geniuses.
What's his intuition?
If I give an edge, does it become tier 2?
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
So I will use a word of guidance, and you gain an edge.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Bump that bitch up.
Oh no.
Alright, so that is 21 psychic damage. And what's his intuition?
His intuition is 3. Renee, the alloy, you also take 10 cold damage at the beginning of your turn, and you start to suffocate.
That's fine.
So cocky,
Oh,
so cocky.
Jesus.
I have 8 recoveries. I'm fine.
I'm just gonna remember
Alright,
this
yes,
clip
no.
here when Ajax is standing over your mutilated corpse. I'm just gonna just think back to this moment. 8 recoveries, I'm fine.
Just have the black and white. Her voice is
so-
slightly echoey.
Yeah, so Zern Targax is dazed until the end of his days.
And dazed
Until
is
the-
bad,
until the-
isn't it?
Until the end of time.
Until the end of time itself. Dazed. Yeah, you can only use a
Dazed
maneuver.
is the, yeah.
And at the start of each of his turns, he'll take 10 psychic damage.
Oh no.
So I could just fly up and just drag him away so he can't harm the city, and then we just go on with the rest of our day.
Okay.
So and then he'll just be slowly dying at every 6 seconds. He'll just be taking damage.
Just have a philosophical conversation. So why are you doing this?
What's going on here?
The collar thing is
okay,
pulsing,
yeah.
right? So we should maybe check that out. That makes me a
Yes.
little leery, because with war dogs that we've fought before, collars explode, and I'm guessing this is a bigger collar, so bigger explosion may be bad?
I mean, it is a much bigger collar. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That logic tracks. I don't.
But I will use my. Yeah, let's go a little crazy. I'll spend. Alright, I'll spend. How much was it? 12 stamina to do another signature ability.
Oh yeah. I forgot about this.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, so I have an edge. I'm gonna do pressure points to try to weaken him. Yikes!
Oh,
Yikes! That's average.
Alright,
It's an
what's his
average one.
agility?
His agility is 5. So it's not weakened. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't. Also spin a hero token to gain those surges. And pump that into the damage, so that'll be an extra... Oh yeah, this is fire damage against fire weakness 5, right?
Is it 5 or is it 10? Bestemt.
The 2 surges will be an extra 10 damage, and John, how much fire weakness does he have? Because you got a tier 3 on your ability.
Then it's 10.
Okay, so yeah, so that'll be 35 fire damage.
Okay.
As my fist just erupts in flame, I just punch right in his gut.
Punch him right in the gut. Boom. Right up in there.
Yeah, do we want me to just fly up and get him away from everyone?
I kind of want to hit his collar and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah. I want you to hit his collar as well.
All right, fine. Yeah, I'll just what maneuver should I do then? Do I have any funny maneuvers? I'll just do the aid action maneuver, so that the next strike against him has another edge.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, let's do some razzle dazzle here. Well, he's going to hit you with
Don't worry
his...
about the 10 psychic damage.
Jesus. Oh no. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
he's
every turn.
every turn. Yep. And he's going to cosmic tail ray you, with his action.
It's one singular action. That's all he gets.
Unless he crits. No, he doesn't. So that's tier 2, and it blasts you and Raven. Yeah, both you and Raven, and you each take 21 holy damage as this light just surrounds you, and you feel your entire body starts to vibrate, and like the atoms are being stretched apart, and then you revert back to your normal form. Although you swear your nose wasn't on your forehead before, and you take the damage, and then you see that it scratches at the collar, almost like tugging on it, trying to get it off of his neck. And I guess it can't move because it's also grabbed. All right, so it is done. Its second turn is over. Your go.
I can go unless anyone else wants to go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll go up to 5. Wrath. I don't really have very much to do. Can I try to focus an attack on the collar to see if I can cut it or destabilize it in some way?
Sure. I'm gonna give you a Bane because it's writhing around and really quite desperately trying to get it out of there. So it's gonna be a hard shot to make, but I'm sure you can overcome it with edges and whatnot.
Okay. I have an edge already because of the flanking.
Yep.
And I shall make... We'll do Unmooring, because that's funny.
Okay. Double 4s.
Well, 4 is 5, so 13. So T2, 15 damage. And the stability of what I'm hitting is reduced by 3. End of turn. Does that do anything to the collar?
Yeah, you start to chip away at the collar, and in the process, it actually damages the dragon, and he becomes winded. I don't have a thing for that, however. Sorry, cursed. I'll just put cursed on. He's winded.
So a couple more points of damage to add to this, because I forgot them. Implement of Wrath. Go ahead and I have 6 more damage because of that, because it's the highest characteristic.
Okay.
I have the free triggered action from the Judgment, so that's 12 more. All this is holy damage so far.
Okay.
So 18. And then 3 more from Wet Work as sonic damage. So 21 in total, 18 holy, 3 sonic.
Okay.
In addition to the regular 15.
I gain 2 piety, by the way, when the creature is winded.
Nice.
Ah.
Nice. So,
And I will go.
Okay.
I will go up to 7 wrath because I struck something that is judgment me. That is it. I pass.
Okay, so you dealt 15 plus 3 plus 5, right?
Plus 3 plus 18. So 12 from the restricted action from judgment and 6 from the implement of wrath.
Oh my god. Plus 3.
So 36.
Wow. Okay, that changes this number quite drastically.
And the dragon's stability is reduced by 3.
Yep, I have that on there, and that's end of turn, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, if he has another turn, sure. And
Oh, shoot.
yeah, so you what does this look like as you strike the collar?
Kind of noticing the dragon grasping at it, I'll kind of like make a subtle comment. If you're not our enemy, then we will remove this so you can run. And then I'll stab into him for the sake of damage. But then I'll have the edged part of the blade curved up, and then basically wedge it under the collar and pull away, trying to cut the collar or damage it.
Yeah, when you do that, its eyes glow that bright yellow, and it looks at you, makes eye contact, and in your mind, you hear a very calm male voice, and it says, "Do not free my pet. You will replace him." And then it returns back to thrashing around and grasping at that collar really desperately.
Is there a test, or do I know that's Ajax?
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly think that it's Ajax. It sounds like an evil racist guy, yeah.
Okay. Heard.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't
Okay.
sound like a someone from the market or something,
I'll finish my slash and call to the group to remove the collar, and then I'll take the free strike and move over to here.
Yeah, you'll take 10 more damage. You also
Okay,
started
and
your
the days conditions.
Oh, yes, I did.
and you started
he's
your
dazed.
turn. You started your turn in the whatchamacallit, in the thing, in his aura. So you take 10 cold damage from space, from outer space. At the start of
the
the
cold
turn.
damage. The cold damage will trigger I get my life thing, so I'll heal for one of my recoveries. But Renee made a good point. He's dazed. He cannot use triggered actions.
Ooh.
Was that a trigger or was that an aura?
The 10 damage cold was an aura. The free attack that I'm provoking doesn't happen because I'm moving away from him. So I go back up to 138 hit points. And that's my turn.
Then I can go, if that's okay.
Do it.
Do it. Yep.
All right. No interjections from anyone. I'll just remind you that that everyone is within my range because of my fantastic mind. You've all been within range of me at some point, which means you're now always within my range.
Beautiful.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah, that's so crazy.
Let's see. Should I... Okay, I should start by rolling for clarity.
The big
Okay.
average.
Yeah. Should I... I'm kind of debating... Should I put him... should I try to give him fire weakness again, or should I just put him in a column of fire instead? I sadly can't do both.
Down. So, if we're wanting to keep damaging him, I'd say the column of fire, as long as it's like a consistent thing, that would probably make sense.
Incinerate. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
What does that look like? Oh my gosh.
So I call forth like a column of fire that I place straight on top of the dragon, and it's a 3x3 cube, so it covers the whole dragon and just in this fantastic column of flame. So whenever they start their turn there, they take a bit of damage too. But it takes 6 fire damage now, and then they'll take a bit more later.
Okay.
And now for my second trick.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Does anyone have a maneuver they want to use? I could allow someone to make a maneuver.
I do to start an aura, but tis up to
Because again, I can allow you to shift up to let's see, shift up to 5 and then use a maneuver.
Does the maneuver allow for heroic resource use?
It doesn't say it doesn't. It just says the target can also use a maneuver.
Sounds like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds open season to me.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll use accelerate, and I enable you to move faster outside of your turn. So you get to shift up to 5 if you want to, and then you can spend or use a maneuver at some point.
Nice. I'll take it, I guess. Or is it casting on me? Casting on Raven.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It sounded like you had a plan.
Cool. I will shift 3 up to. Actually, I'll shift 4 up to there. Yeah, I guess I'll get back in the aura for the final one. Use the final movement. And then I'll use Edict of Purifying Pacifism. And that is now active for the rest of the round. I go down to 0 wrath. But now, anytime the dragon makes a strike, they will take damage. And they're judged by me, so they take extra damage.
So, sorry, I forgot. It also takes 4 psychic damage because of my fantastic glass wand, crystal wand.
Nice. Yeah, it's already having a bad day, and then all of you fools showed up, and then and now it's like it starts to bleed from its eyes.
I say, oh, don't be sad.
Yikes.
And that's my turn, by the way. I'm done.
Yeah, when you say don't cry, I think the dragon will turn to you, now yellow eyes with very dark, very small, dark black pupils, and will look to you and say, "You can't escape fate. Fatekeeper."
Oh god.
And it's in your mind. It's that same voice.
Is it my turn?
I mean, it can be. It's up to you. Or the alloy? I think that no, yeah, it is. It is actually your
I've already
turn.
gone.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I commend you, Saren Targorax, for you are a truly time manipulator. 16 seconds with you have been like almost 2 weeks have passed by. and now it's time to end this. I'm going to use Healing Grace. Wait. First I have to use my
Your prayer, right?
my piety, yes. If I'm not mistaken, it's now 2d3 because all of the modifiers plus 2. So the first die was a 2, so I get 1 additional piety, so I gain 6 piety. Is that correct? And if I gain due to a domain feature, I gain 1 more. So actually I have 8 piety.
Dear God. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 8 piety, and now I'm going to use Healing Grace on the alloy, who seems to need the healing.
Yes, please.
Let me know if you need me to spend 1 more piety.
Yes.
I spend 1 more piety.
Actually, no. No. Just 1 recovery should be fine.
Okay, just 1 is enough. I have 7 piety, which is enough to do. Let's see. I'm going to use. It seems we need to go damage this color, and Raven Set is the one that is doing damage to this color. So I will use Saint Raiments for 7 piety. You gain 20 temporary stamina. Oh, that's a maneuver. Oh, never mind. Never mind. You don't get that.
Oh yeah, you already spent that.
You can convert your action into another maneuver to do that.
Yeah, I think it's better. I'm going to do that, so you can get 20 temporary stamina and 3 surges, so you can finish that color.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to move away, by the way, because I totally forgot that I can... well, it's not that I didn't forget, I was filling my paperwork. So now I'm going to move here. No, I'm going to remain, but just so you know, I can have 3 prayers at the same time, not only
God.
1. So I'm going to always choose destruction, steal, and distance. I'm going to introduce it on the sheet, so it's more clear, by the way.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Incredible. I think it will use. Yeah, it's going to use its next. It's going to use its next villain action, Burning Aurora. So it belches out this stunning aurora that sort of surrounds you all like a fog in this encounter on the battle map. And until the end of the encounter, each dragon-sealed and weakened enemy within line of effect to the dragon loses 1 heroic resource at the start of each of their turns to a minimum of 0. The dragon then uses their Cosmic Rays ability 2 times with a double edge.
You're stealing our resources?
Only if you are dragon-sealed and weakened.
True.
Yeah. So at the beginning of so he just wants to he's gonna try and dragon seal you guys. It's gonna be the alloy and Raven 2 times. Oh, actually he'll do this first one is at Raven and the alloy, and then he'll do it again at other people. So that's 21 holy damage, and you are weakened. You're actually neither of you are weakened because you have agility or you have bonuses to your agility. So that's only 21 holy damage as he shoots these beams out. It's going to be Gorwin and Bestemt for the second one.
He will have a double bane on that because it's not targeting me, and he has me within melee of him.
All right, so that's another 21 holy damage. And if your agility is less than 5, you're weakened. So, as you see that he's, still scratching at his at this collar, and your attention turns skyward as you see several like ships. Looks like ships just appear with like like an inception sound as they just start appearing. It's a dozen, 2 dozen start to appear in the skies. And I need someone, whoever's trained in make some kind of lore skill test. It would be
I'm good at lore.
Yeah, go ahead. It would be
culture, monster, psionics, society, timescape.
Timescape. It would be probably Timescape, but
Timescape.
yeah, something like that.
Timescape.
Could it be monsters as well?
No, depends on your point of view. I would call them monsters, but you know.
So just one person's rolling this, right?
It could be any of you. It's Bestemt. You said you were good at them, so it could be Timescape if you wanted.
I only have the lore skill, not Timescape.
You can go with it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm just using the edge to add my. Oh wait, if you're skilled, it's just +2, right?
Yep.
Oh, that was so close to high roll.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so Raven and Bestemt, you both, I mean, you've probably seen these things before. Bestemt, you probably have had a vision of this. In that you know that these are like space dwarf ships that are now appearing, in the sky. These are like Timescape slaver ships that are ready to capture some people in capital. And that is all that happens at the very beginning of the round, and it is your turn now. The dragon probably Zarin Targarax probably starts to writhe a little bit more. And you see that it looks to be deliberately scratching something into the wreckage of this fountain.
What does it say?
It's screaming words, but it's in a language that none of you understand. It's in the second language, I believe.
Is it the first language?
I can go. I don't have very many resources to do stuff.
I want to go
have a bunch
late.
of surges.
Oh, you can go ahead then, Alloy.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I will. First I'll gain 5 discipline. 7, 4, first energy. Okay. And add my. Okay. I think I should at least just start dragging him away from everyone, because I think he's gonna explode. So I'll drag him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I assume my speed is just halved from dragging him.
Is for dragging him? Yeah, I think that's probably the case.
My speed is 14, so I can move another 2.
Dear God, your speed is 14. Yeah, you're dragging him, and you see that his claws are madly scraping at the tiles. It's doesn't want to be moved. It's looking at you, and the yellow eyes start. Its eyes go yellow several times, but it fights it off. The collar starts to glow more. More cracks start to form in it.
All right. On a scale from 1 to, let's say, 700, how's he looking?
To 700.
Oh my gosh.
Enough.
Well, we know he's winded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our guys gained piety from that.
And that wasn't too long ago, if we're using that scale.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try to get rid of one of his turns.
That sounds ambitious.
I will first use my. Do we want him farther away from y'all?
It doesn't really matter to Uadash. He's sharing Zarin Targarox's senses right now, so he has effectively infinite range.
Okay, I'm gonna do impart force. Actually, first I'm gonna do the knockback maneuver to try to slide him behind me.
Ooh.
He has stability
Alright, so that
3
is-
currently.
His stability is reduced by 10 right now.
Oh my god, how did that happen? I thought it was just reduced by 3.
My aura, which is acting like it's coming from his same space, just reduces it by my level.
Oh no. Oh my god. Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, so he was slid 3, 8. I'll slide him to this corner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here?
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, you
And
slide
now-
him. You slide him with your incredible strength just up these stairs. They are like completely wrecked by the time he reaches his destination here.
Actually, I want to keep some. It's funnier if we remove him from existence for a little while. All right, so first I'm gonna spend another 12 to do another a signature action. To do pressure points again.
How are you spending?
edges or-
How are you spending 12 to do that? What's that
Twelve-
ability called?
I'm doing 12 stamina. It's from the
Oh,
Bloody
12.
Hand Wrap.
Oh, gotcha. Bloody hand wraps. Cool.
So your pressure point.
A 9 and a 5 on the dice. For tier 3, 17 damage.
Nice.
He can't take triggered actions. Oh my gosh. That's unfortunate. 17.
Is he weakened?
Hold on a second. Minus 17. Oh boy. There we go. And agility. His agility is 5.
Let's make that 6. I'll spend 2 surges.
Oof.
Actually, no. Scratch that. I'll use my free maneuver. No, never mind. Yeah. Spend 2 surges to make that agility 6.
Okay. He's
So
weakened.
he's weakened.
He would be.
Now I'll spend my regular action to spend 5 discipline to hit him with impart force. What's his intuition?
Intuition would be 3.
Alright, so I'll
no.
dump all 3 surges into that to do another 15 damage. So that's a 27 damage total.
Nice.
Okay. And then he phases.
Yep, he ceases to exist for one until the end of the next turn.
Oh my god. Okay, what does that look like when you punch him so hard you make him fade out of existence? What does that look like?
All right, pretend this is a cartoon. I just remove his outline, and then he melts away.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So he phases from existence, and you see that the collar has cracked even more with you moving him around, yeah, his eyes glow yellow as he fades, and it looks like he was trying to reach out to you, the alloy, but didn't quite work. And then it will be his turn.
He'll take the 10 psychic damage, and then he will reappear where he was, losing a turn.
Losing a turn. However,
Yep.
he will regain that that -3 to stability is gone, and then he can save against the weakened, which he will. He will save, certainly.
He can probably take the catch breath maneuver as well as he's losing his turn or whatever, but it's just at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I don't think he has the time to really do that, to be honest with you. I think he's really just thrashing, and he's almost damaging himself with trying to get this collar off of him. It looks like it's burning into his very existence. And then it will be back to your turn.
Do we...
Oh, right.
I can grant some bonus speed if people want to move closer. Now that the dragon is that far away.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna use buffing abilities. I'm way outside of range for anything I have.
Yeah, because I can give a +5 to +5 bonus to speed.
Uadash can also drop a portal over by him.
Oh, right, yeah. There you go.
And that's just a free thing that happens for Uadash at this point, so.
Yeah, because then you can just use the portal right over. Okay, they're close. Well, then I'm in no hurry. It was just in case you wanted some extra speed, because I can potentially grant you 5 extra speed. You can't be dazed, and an additional maneuver on your turn.
So Uadash doesn't get a ton of use out of maneuvers.
Yeah.
So that would probably be better for somebody else.
It depends on how well I roll. I can target 2, 3, or 4 creatures based on which tier I hit.
Oh, I see. Okay, so should Uadash just go and get that portal down so that people can...
I think that's better, yeah.
Maneuvering that they want? Okay. All right, I will do that. So Uadash will start. Let's drop a portal. We'll drop it out of melee of Saren Targarex, so I'll drop it right there. And then...
where again? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Right there.
Gotcha.
And then let's do just a... just to keep things going, let's do a... I don't really want... I want to damage the collar more than the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I'll do is I will use Practical Magic to deal 6... we'll do cold damage to the dragon, just to keep some of my abilities up. And then I would like to use poison, corruption. Let's just do hurl element from the dragon's space onto the collar, if that's reasonable.
Sure. Is this like a power roll?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's my basically my ranged free strike, but yeah.
Okay. You will
for magic
have.
stuff.
You're gonna have a bane just to like call the shot, especially when he's thrashing around a little bit.
Okay, so that is an 18, but it drops down to a 16. So a tier 2, dealing 13 damage.
And it's
and
very
let's
important which
make-
one you pick here. Yeah.
Yes, let's do acid, I think. Try and melt through that metal.
Ooh. Using the noggin.
You described that attack. How does that look like? What does that look like when, like, you're so far away and yet you're attacking from his space? What does that look like as you're attacking that collar?
Yes. So there seems to just be kind of this magenta aura kind of around his eyes and around his face, and it occasionally will coalesce into these motes of light kind of around his eyes. And at one point, these motes of light, you see Uadash off in the distance kind of casting his acidic magic, and it vanishes from his hand but emerges from those motes of light and targets that collar there.
Yeah. So when it splashes down and it eats away at a big portion of that collar. It fizzles and everything. Some of it probably splashes on the alloy, and it thrashes around some more, trying to break free of it. It's now able to damage it even more in that particular spot.
Excellent. Okay. And that was my maneuver, my action, and I would like to stay where I am currently.
Okay. And I guess... yeah. It's time for the event horizon. Yeah, it's definitely time. It's gotta be. So, event horizon, I'm going to spend 10 malice on this. Still have some left over. 10 malice.
This little maneuver is going to cost us 50 years.
Event Horizon, the dragon creates a 1-cube black hole in an unoccupied space within 20. Each creature and object is might 5 vertically pulled 2 towards it at the start of each round, ignoring stability. A creature or object that starts their turn in the cube suffers the effects of the dragon's Voidlight breath ability, and the black hole disappears. So he's going to put it... you know what? He's going to put it right...
Do it! Kill me! Kill me!
Do it! Yeah, it's going to go right there. Right here. In this little patch. At the start of each round, ignoring stability. So at the start of the next round, you will be pulled into that black hole.
No, I won't.
What do you mean, no, you won't?
I add my intuition to my might for potency, so my might is 7 for it.
Oh no, this is going to take so long. Okay. Well, that's fine. I don't like that. You baited me, Renee. You baited me with Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice. How could I possibly say no to that? Oh. Evil. You know my one weakness.
I've just been grabbing this dragon by one wing with my thumb and my pinky this entire fight. Of course he's gonna put a black hole next, but he doesn't know that I'm.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't know that I'm invincible. The alloy.
Note to editor.
Invincible.
Invincible.
Note to editor.
Hmm.
That's just
Demonstrates-
That's just future me.
Cameron's greatest weakness, taunting.
Yes. I'm easily taunted. Invincible. Yeah, okay, and I get a copyright strike.
I was gonna say.
So that was his legendary action, right?
No, it was just his
Malice
malice action, and then he's gonna use. He can't wait. Can he use his maneuver with dazed or no?
Either
He
or.
can
No.
use, he can either use a maneuver or an action. A cube within 10. He's just gonna target the alloy with gravity well. He's gonna open a pit into space. Another one. Oh gosh, yeah. So I need you to make a might test, please.
All right.
Tier
Papa Booey.
2.
You want to try that again?
Oh no.
I can-
Nah.
Okay.
Save it.
The step is like, oh, I can maybe see a different. Oh no, okay. No, I think we're good with this.
I know when to gamble. This is not a thing to gamble on.
So you
Because this is-
take. What did you? It's tier 2, right?
Yeah.
So you take 16 sonic damage, and your presence. What is your presence score?
It's 0 plus 5.
Plus 5. So you're not dragon sealed.
And I'm going to use Inertial
you-
Shield to have it, and I gain immunity to sonic damage equal to my intuition score. So I have it, and I only take 3 damage.
Oh no. And then you can use the knockback maneuver as a free triggered action.
You know, yeah. Let's go crazy. I'll do that. Yeah.
He's having such a productive turn. So that is how many squares? That's just 2.
Oh yeah, I have 2 disciplines. That's slide 7.
Oh my god. Is it equal to your like might or something or intuition?
I add my intuition score to the distance that I push a creature with the knockback.
Gotcha.
And whenever I push a creature, I can choose to slide them instead.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna slide them into this wall here.
Into that wall. So there.
Yeah.
And he takes some damage.
Actually, make them 1 square closer to me, just so they're still in my aura.
Yeah, he's desperately still scratching at the tiles. Tiles are flying all over the place. And I believe that will be it.
We still need Gorwin, Bestemt, and Raven to go. Is that right?
Yep.
I can go after probably at the end because all of my stuff is melee and like ranged 10, I think is the only like longer ranged ability I have. Everything I do is close.
Okay, you should be able to pop in using the portal pretty close as well, just so you know.
Oh, that is true.
I'm looking at an ability which lets me let's see. The target immediately uses an ability they've previously used this round without spending any heroic resource. So if anyone is going to use something expensive, I want to go after you.
Ha!
Well, it's not me. I got a big old goose egg for my resources right now.
Raven, remember that you have 3 surges from me.
That's true. I guess I'll go, and then
I-
I'll use the portal's network.
Yep.
I go up to 4 of my judgment, and then I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then go through the portal to. Whoops.
So you end your movement adjacent to it, you touch it, and emerge in a square adjacent. So it's only 2 squares, and then you're anywhere adjacent to the other one.
Oh, beautiful. So then I have 2 5 movement left. So I'll then move. Can I get to the other side? No, I can't get flanking. Sad. So I'll move up to him. If I enter his area, Cameron, do I take damage?
Only if you start your turn there.
Oh, neat. That doesn't do as much. I'll do unmooring again. Why not? Because I don't want this creature to Well, actually, no. I'll do the every step death. Because it's cool and why not? T3. So this shall be a ton of damage again. So 16 psychic starting, plus 12 for my judgment.
And
plus
are
another
you?
six-
Sorry,
Sorry,
are you doing this towards the collar or towards the dragon?
Sorry, the collar, I should say. Did
Okay.
you want to take a bait on that?
It
Wouldn't have
it would have taken a bane. Yeah, it doesn't matter, and it is not going to take the psychic damage.
Ow, wound. That's okay then. We still got
is immune to psychic damage. Okay.
our good old holy and everything else. So 3 sonic damage, and then 12 plus 6, so 18 holy damage.
So that's still 21 right now.
Correct. And then I don't really have very much for my maneuver. I'll just use aid. Next power roll gets a advantage, or an edge.
Okay, and what does it look like when you break this collar apart?
I did it. I'm going to basically bring it down, trying to hit the collar and not him, in a very dramatic sweep, having the sword behind me, or pointed behind me at the end of the sweep. And just call up, I freed you. Now help us.
It looks at you, maintains eye contact. It has its natural eye color, not the yellow, and it bows, and then looks with a lot of anger at the sky and the dwarven slaver ships.
Can I?
If you're going to do something, do it now, because you do not have much time left in your existence.
Can I call to Zarin Tarnax and say, I wish to join you in this fight. Let's kill all of these creatures.
You want to ride the dragon up there?
Yeah.
Keep in mind that, just keep in mind he's going to cease to exist in like 30 seconds.
Can you not end that?
That's only if the
No.
damage from that ability takes him to 0.
Yeah, and he takes 10 second damage every turn.
10 from that ability?
Yeah.
At the start of the turns, yeah. He can
Wow,
heal,
yeah.
though, I would think.
Fair
Or
enough.
he can.
I sealed his fate. You cannot unseal it.
You cannot unseal it.
Well, I have a question. Would he, if he had recoveries and a winded value for the purposes of this, would I be able to use my life is yours ability to allow him to heal?
What is it?
You're gonna buy in 45 seconds. It's gonna take you 2 minutes to fly up to the ships. I'm sorry to be the party pooper, but that's just the reality of realitas.
You not
Well,
choose to end effects if you start
Okay.
them.
Not that I'm aware of.
no.
I've already pushed. I've already pressed 17 of his 500 pressure points.
There's only one. Is there no end effects section in combat? I guess not.
You can choose not to have an effect take. You can choose to not have an effect, right? But you can't. I don't know
you
about
can choose to
ending.
take. Yeah, you can choose to take a lower tier,
Yeah.
but I already took the highest tier possible when I did that 2 rounds ago.
Okay.
On the plus side, Ajax is going to forget that he ever had this dragon,
That's true.
so we can at
Okay.
least try to comfort Zarin Targax in his final moments.
Yeah, so stuff like Judgment calls out that you can end it, no action required.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Does the alloy
uh,
want to
so-
end it?
No, sorry. Actions like Judgments call out that they can be ended. So the fact that Realitas doesn't
Yeah.
call
Oh,
out that
gotcha.
it can be ended is
Gotcha.
just Yeah.
It's just gonna happen.
Weird. I feel I'm not gonna be. I'm just gonna stay on the ground then. But I feel like that's a typo. I'm not gonna bullshit it.
Typo or oversight. Yeah. If you're all calling it, then yeah, it's gonna fly off. We can go to a little bit of a cutscene.
Heard. Do it.
All right. Yeah. Zarin Targarax takes flight, and you see that its aura of the endless, galaxy and stars follow it as it just bursts right through 3 dwarven slaver ships. They all explode, raining rubble down. And then it reappears there, and Targarax appears and catches the rubble, and then flies up and starts destroying even more. And as it flies up, it flies up, skyward, and then a weird thing happens. You hear another, sound, like an inception sound, and the sun is completely blacked out. And above you, floating atop the city, as if pleased with its destruction, is the Chrysopolis. This is the flying city that destroyed Black Bottom. Then, most people could only stare and lose faith in survival. But you are not most people. You are up to the task. Capital isn't going to fall today. It's time you faced this threat head on.
Is there a Griffin Legion or some manner of flying steed as part of Capital's guard?
I don't know. But it would seem maybe a likely, yeah. I'm sure they're probably up in the skies, probably taking care of some of the dwarven ships, yeah.
Should probably find something that can fly or teleport. Actually, you can teleport, can you?
It'll require a respite for either of us to teleport long distance.
No, but Uadash can create portals. So, in theory, couldn't create portals up to it?
Yes, but I have a limit on the range if I'm not attacking something.
Should probably speak. Do we have any retainers who know of something to get us up there?
I'm sure Akiro would have known, but he's dead.
Yep.
Poor guy.
We can rub it in.
Gorwin can revive him later.
Oh, well then I will use weirding to preserve his body.
What?
Nice. I guess I'll use maybe a lore skill or something to try to figure out if there's a stable of flying beasts about. I can use rumors as a skill.
Yeah, sure.
Doodle-a-doodle-a-doo.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
T3.
Wow. Yeah, you know that there's a stables not too far away. With the tier 3, yeah, they kind of owe you a favor. It's up to you how that all went down, but yeah, they owe you a favor, and you're able to then negotiate with them and use the Griffins, fly a fleet of Griffins up to the Chrysopolis, and the nearest point on the Chrysopolis would be their airship port. It looks like a lot of docks and stuff for a lot of airships, and you're able to fly up there, and there is a bunch of airships there and dwarven spacecrafts flying around, and it looks like there's a bunch of like a battalion of war dogs waiting to load dwarven drop ships. And the war dogs, they are very eager to kill you, but we're not going to run a combat encounter for this. I think what we're going to do, because the big challenge is you need to, if you do want to kill Ajax, if that's your goal, then, because that seems to be like the only way that you might be able to stop all of this, right? So you need to track him down, and you need to know exactly where he is, right? You need to find him. But first you got to get through the war dogs. So this is going to be a montage test. It's going to be a hard montage test.
My friends, I deeply apologize that these are the enemies we may have to slake our thirst for before Ajax.
All right. So, this will be a difficult skill test. You have to get seven successes before 3 failures. For each failure, I will gain 3 malice for the next encounter.
Holy shit.
And now I will turn it over to all of you. You can use one of your skills. You can't use the same skill twice, and you got to have a good reason for it.
I guess I'll go first with the search skill.
Okay.
And start scanning Christopolis for motions and where everything's moving, and try to pick out places that I think Ajax might be headed, or might be.
Okay. Search. Sounds good.
Big numbers.
All right.
Success.
That is a success. Yeah. You are able to sort of search through the city, looking at different buildings. It's this massive high elf, formerly high elf city, and you're able to sort of pick out the right path through the war dogs and all that. And you point
This
to
way,
them, and
friends.
you point them and say, yeah, this way, and but you still have to get through the war dogs.
Then I'll step in with my sneak skill.
Oh, okay.
And I'll kind of combine it with my perk that lets me. No, it's class feature that lets me walk through walls. Or like I said, I have an out of body experience where I basically can wander separate from my body, and I use it to scout a bit ahead, and use my sneak skill to find a path that would keep us hidden from the war dogs.
Okay. Yeah.
I realize. I feel like this is an intuition roll.
Yeah.
But it would be preferable if it was reason.
Yeah, it would. I think if you're using your psionics, right, because that is reason the characteristic
Yeah, that's
you use,
my main thing.
and you're having this out-of-body experience, I'll let you use reason, sure.
Excellent. Let's do this. Oh, come on.
Whoa.
Oh,
Blah.
So you know what that is not going to actually be? It's actually going to be a 9.
Oh, right. Nice.
9, then plus 5.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh,
and plus 2 for the scale, I guess.
Mhm.
So 16 total then.
So close as your 3.
Okay. That's still a success. When you have this moment, where you're walking through the streets, you're sneaking, you're having this out-of-body experience, and you see, you're almost caught by a bunch of war dogs, and then you feel a hand on your shoulder that pulls you away from their view, crouched, and it is it is the previous Fatekeeper, Azar, and he's now crouched with you, and he kind of gives you a wink and then disappears.
Also, because I took the perk teamwork, when I take my first turn during a montage test, I can both make a test and assist another hero's test.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Nice.
I can I can go next, and then I can do alertness, and I have the danger sense perk, which gives me an edge on alertness tests, so I can have double edge on my alertness.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm clicking on edge just for the +2 right here. So this +1 tier. Oh yeah.
Right on.
Okay. Yeah. Again, you. I guess you're all sort of taking the stealthy approach, and yeah, you are able to sneak through some of the streets, and yeah, it was alertness. Yeah. So yeah, you are sort of leading everyone down the street, and you hear a platoon of war dogs marching through one of the streets, shouting to one another, saying, let's get to the drop ships. And before everyone else steps out, you're able to stop everyone. And it's almost like your arm stops slightly before everything. The rest of your body really realizes. It's going to be Uadash or Gorwin next.
Yeah, Uadash can go. So I'm thinking I would like to try to... So Uadash has an eidetic memory. And so he's going to try to remember, as uncomfortable as it is to think back on those times, to try to remember when he was pressed into the service of Ajax. And is trying to remember the tactics and the procedures that these war dogs like to use to try to help guide us there in a way to avoid any of that conflict.
Yeah, what skill was this again? Sorry.
So I'm hoping to use history, and then using my eidetic memory to kind of think back and remember those procedures and stuff like that the war dogs tend to use.
Okay. Yeah. That would be what is knowledge is reason. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I'm just marking an edge to account for the skill usage.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's painful to think back to that time. You were it was not a good time in your life, and you, as a result, were you have this relationship with Ajax that you certainly don't want, and it's sort of pressing down on you every day. But you're able to remember, and it's kind of up to you what the memory is of the war dog training. But you remember something about their tactics of like this is how we train, or this is the sort of drill that we use for in these types of situations for invasion and whatnot. And you're able to maybe you were a part of an invasion itself or something. I'm not sure, but you remember, you think back to those moments, and you're able to guide the rest of the party through without any detection. So Gorwin, it's up to you.
Yeah, but how about intimidate them? Like some of those guys try to survey us, and then I make an enervating glare back at them that says, "Do not mess with us. We are on our way."
I mean, I would give you a Bane just because you're not where you're supposed to be, and they are literally trained from when they are sort of patched together to not betray Ajax. And I'm not sure if they have fear, really.
Do any of those things that we are seeing are connected or are using psionics? Like it is a mind. Is it a mind thing?
Some of the war dogs use psionics, yeah.
Could I try to read the psionic aura and pinpoint like the weakest spot from where we could start running? Like sensing the aura in general and see, oh, this is a field with little psionic energy, so perhaps there are.
Yeah, sure.
Can I?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Can I assist with my psionics?
Yeah, absolutely. So that would
I'll
give
make
you
a recent roll, and and that determines how much of a help I am. Oh my god, what is happening?
Okay, still tier 2. Still tier 2.
Yeah, it could be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah, so you get an edge, HK.
Nice. Okay, so how do I use what do I roll?
You'll make this a reason test.
I think intuition could work because he's not using his knowledge of psionics. He's scanning for auras of psionics.
Yeah, I can see that. Sure.
Okay. So with intuition and +2 to this. So tier 3?
Tier 3.
Yay!
Nice. Okay. Yeah,
I am able to sense the psionic movements in the air because you all think this is something mental, but in reality, this is something to be determined by the gods. You are beneath me, psionics. By the way, we have psionics in the group, right?
Yeah. 2 different.
You are
psionics.
also beneath me.
Well, I despise magic, so you're beneath me.
And I cancel out both psionics and magic, so you are all beneath me.
Wild.
Hey, I healed you twice.
Hey, I healed you back there. Stop it.
Incredible.
All
So
right.
is that 5 successes now?
That is 5 successes. Yeah. Looking for 2 more.
I got an idea. I got the drive skill. I can hijack one of these drop ships and fly. Oh, wait, are we already in the Chrysopolis?
Yes, you're on top of the Chrysopolis.
Oh, okay.
You rode those griffins up there, and it was very majestic and
Okay.
cinematic.
Gotcha.
Very Valkyries and Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, yeah.
So they have. Are there any smaller vessels that I could drive?
Yeah, I mean, Ajax has conquered the rest of the known world, right? So, yeah, there are probably some flying ships or something.
Cool. Can I use my intuition to know from my time helping the Time Raiders with their dragon problem and driving their vessels around? Can I use intuition?
Sure.
Cool.
What are you trying to do?
Drive to avoid, or you know what? Let's go. Let's do some insurance fraud and just splatter some war dogs.
Insurance fraud. Okay. Just splattering them, just running them over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Papa Booey?
A tier 2.
Tier 2, okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to you kind of split off. You're traveling through the streets, right? And the alloy, you see this ship, this little mini, like almost like a speeder type of thing, and you see it, and you're like, oh my god, I got to get my hands on that. Can't help yourself. And so you kind of cut off from the rest of the group, and the rest of them don't really notice, and they get themselves sort of stuck in a position, maybe without your help. They're like, where's the ally? Where's the ally? And then all these war dogs are in the street, and they're approaching them, about to draw steel, and you just mow them all down. And like 3 or 4 different faces splatter on the windshield of the speeder, and you sort of you crash the speeder in the process, unfortunately, but you take all those war dogs out.
That is awesome. I love that.
They hit me with a truck.
All right, so that is 6 out of your 7.
Can I use sabotage? I'm gonna make a distraction, and I'm gonna make something collapse by weakening its structure, and making it collapse after, a little while after I've left the area, and use my sabotage skill as a way to distract them from and move their attention away from where we are.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Oh, there we go.
Easy as.
Wow.
Easy as. There we go.
No malice for you.
No
Zero
extra
malice.
malice for me. Oh, shucks. Okay. So, yeah, you're able to sort of sabotage maybe another one of the these vehicles that they have, and it completely explodes, and it's in a different spot, and you're able to quickly get back to the group, and then you all travel up, and you find Ajax's palace, the floating pyramid, and have reached the first line of defenses. You begin to navigate the hallways, but the corridors seem to never end. No matter how far you run, they keep going. Any doors on the sides slam shut, and they lock. The passageway behind you has sealed with a stone wall. And this seems to be some sort of strange, like, magic. Sort of cursed to keep going in the same hallway. Is it some kind of illusion? Is it something else? You can't really see through it.
Hmm.
Void Elementalists can see through illusions.
Can they?
Yep, and they can give it to,
Yes.
and they can give that vision to us as well.
Oh.
Only for a round though, but yes.
Yeah.
So, Uadash, you would see one of your old commanders is sort of conjuring magic, and you have sort of gone through these hallways, and you're able to lead the rest of the party through, and you've been able to sort of track, maybe with some of the more psionic heavy people in the party. You're able to sort of lead everyone down into this corridor to the source of whatever this illusion is, and it is a large chamber. It's a lot like sort of a vast, almost like court chamber, with a human standing on the dais, and you instantly recognize this human as Mortem, one of your old bosses, one of your old commanders. He is Ajax's mage, the most powerful mage that he has, and a skilled necromancer. And when he sees you, Actually, a bit before that. Sorry. They're scattered about the room are the bodies of some kind of adventuring party. There are a few humans, a goblin, and a green-skinned creature. And Mortem is holding a devil aloft with dark magics. And in one hand, he burns a large piece of parchment, which appears to have like a seal and a large signature at the bottom. And he plunges a beam of corruption into the devil's throat and laughs maniacally. And he says, "The Book of Judge is closed." And then he notices you. And he drops the lifeless corpse of that devil on the ground, and he says, "Ah, you've broken through the defenses. Well, have fun with this lot." And he vanishes in a puff of ash. And the body... Is that what you yell, coward?
Yeah.
Nice. He doesn't seem to care. The bodies in the room rise from the ground, reanimated and angry, and they turn to you and make to attack. And you see they're wearing sort of this armor of black and red, and it has a sigil of like some sort of chain. And I need someone to make a... What would it be? Maybe society, something to recall. Well, I mean, lore is also a skill as well.
I got that.
Something along those lines.
Almost all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Got almost every lore skill.
Oh yeah. So you know.
I the player definitely know who they are, but enlighten the rest of us, please.
Yeah. So this is the senior officers of the chain of Acheron. And you, with a tier 3, you know that they took on a contract. Somehow you know that they took on a contract to kill Mortem. And it seems that they have failed, and now the necromancer, Mortem, has resurrected them. And we'll save this fight for next time, because next time you'll be fighting the broken chain of Acheron.